In this video, we're going to be learning about two new kind of advanced shapes. They're not much crazier than any of the shapes we've learned so far, which are, by the way, so far we have rectangles, ovals, circles, lines, and labels. The two new shapes that we're going to be learning about in this one are regular polygons, and a polygon is just like a shape, basically. And regular, for that part, means that it's a shape that all the sides in that shape are the same length, and all the angles are the same angle inside of that shape. The way a regular polygon works is very similar to everything else except for label. It starts with your x and then y coordinates. And it kind of is like a baby of circle, right? Circles go x, y, and then radius. These two shapes that we're learning of today are going to be very similar. It goes x, y, radius, and then here it is number of points. So a regular polygon will create a shape at the x, y coordinates with a size equal to your radius, or radius of that radius, duh, and then a certain number of points. To make a regular polygon, you kind of need at least 3 points. Otherwise, you're just making a line, and I mean, we can try putting 2 points in here, see if it makes an error. So let's try it out. I'll make a regular polygon. Do I need to delete anything or move anything out of the way? Let's move that circle off to the side. Put it at 400. We'll make a regular polygon then again at 200, 200, radius of 30. And let's, just for the sake of making things easy, let's make it 3 points. If it's 3 points, that means it should be a triangle. So if I run this, our circle moves to the side. It's got center at 200, 200. The radius is what's making it out to the side. I believe the radius is the points. Let's see if I put it over here. Looks like, yeah, look at this. It's at 170, which is 30 away from the 200. So the radius goes out to the points, not to the sides. And I made it three points. If I make it 2 points, let's see if it throws an error for us. And it's going to be like, hey, yeah, regular polygons, the points should be greater than 2 because I don't know how to make a shape that's a line. Please, thank you, excuse me. And not even really, because lines, like, do lines have 2 sides? Or do they have 1 side? Weird, right? Crazy. Anyways, you can do anything above 2, right? So we could do 3 for a triangle. We could do 6 for a hexagon. Maybe we want to make a stop sign, make it 8-sided. Now we got our stop sign shape, though it's kind of, stop signs usually have like flat on the bottom and top. I think stop signs are octagons. And you can do anything. Notice, by the way, as you add more and more points to add more sides to our regular polygon, if I put like 30 here, it's slowly going to start just looking like a circle. You get enough in there, it's like, yep, it's kind of how circles are made, and that is kind of how circles are made unless you're doing like vector stuff. Vector stuff? I think so. But anyways, that's a regular polygon. Regular polygons have got fill, have got border width, have got dashes, all the works, right? You can always check for what the extras are by going to our docs and colors, and then we can search up our regular polygons, and you can see all the extra stuff that you're allowed to put in there. It requires a center X, a center Y, a radius, and points. But then all the extras, that's where you start putting the equals to, right? Border equals none, fill equals black, whatever else you want to do. That's our regular polygons. The second shape we'll talk about in this video is the star, which actually works pretty much. Actually, you input the stuff identically to a regular polygon. It's got an X, a Y, a radius, and points. But instead of connecting those points with a side, it's going to go back to the middle and back out to that other point to make it a star-looking thing. So let's move this guy over to the left. Maybe put him over at 50, not 500, 50. And we'll now make a star at the middle. And I can make a star at 200, 200, radius of 50, and I'll make our classic star with 5 points. And bada bing, bada boom. I don't like that regular polygon having 30 sides. I'm not into that. Let's make it have 7 sides. Yeah. There's our star. So the star is still going to work. The radius goes out to the tip of the point, But then instead of just going to that next point over there, it kind of heads towards the center a little bit and then comes back out. Stars, just like our regular polygons, just like most of our other shapes, can have a fill. Maybe we'll make this a yellow star, which seems kind of classic. Or wait, let's try to make a gold star. Bada boom. Maybe I want to put a border on it. Border equals red, right? It's got all the same stuff from all of our other shapes over there. Beautiful, there's our star. It does have one unique property that we can add, and that property is called roundness. Roundness. And this, I believe it goes between 0 and 100. We can test that out right now. Actually, we can just check the roundness. Sorry about that. Roundness must be between 0 and 100. There you go. We can always check the documentation. So if I make the roundness, let's make it like close to 0. Let's make it an extreme 2. It is very not round. This is a very pointy star. If I make it very close to 100, maybe let's make it 90, it will kind of fatten up your star a little bit. Almost, is this even a star anymore, right? It's starting to look more like that other thing, but it does look different than a 5-sided shape because we're almost kind of like pumping out past the points, it looks like a little bit. And you can do somewhere more in the middle where, you know, it's like, it's a rounder star. That looks different than your default roundness. If I don't say any roundness, it defaults to some value, maybe 50, who knows. You know, that's like your regular star. And we can play around with the roundness to make different things. Again, this goes X, Y, radius, and then number of points. So if I want to make like an 8-sided star, 8-pointed star, we got an 8-pointed star. And I can always make the roundness a smaller value, roundness a smaller value, so that it gets like pointier. Sorry about this. That it gets pointier. I'll just have to edit this out. But whatever. The roundness gets smaller to make it a pointier star. We can make it, you know, not super, super pointy. Maybe I go like 40. And it's like, it's pretty pointy, but it's not all the way pointy. Or you can make it wider, go up to 70. And now we got like a more circle-y kind of star. That's all we got for stars and regular polygons. I'll see you next time. You have any questions, always post in the comments. I'm happy to help. I just can't give answers to exercises or checkpoints, you know? You should be figuring those out on your own anyways. I'll help you. I'll help you think through it. I'll point you to a video that describes, you know, a similar concept. But, yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. Peace out. See you later.